Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and we've got a reading for you about somebody from your past that is causing a little bit of stagnation, or there's a risk that you could miss out on a beautiful opportunity if you don't release that past energy. Now, perhaps for a small percentage of you, this is saying there is a perception or a mindset that you need to leave behind. But because we have the literal release your ex card, I would think that for the large majority of you, you really just have one last little, okay, I'm fine with that, never going anywhere. Even if that feels like unfinished business, I want to be able to focus on the person who is giving me their time and energy, or the person who I feel drawn to right now. It's a little bit of, I don't want to be torn between two. I need to actually make a choice kind of vibe. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime. Oh, sorry, or that. Happy Friday. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Nathaniel. Hello, April. How we doing? If you would like a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box below in case I said that too quickly. And don't worry, there are no ads. Right below where my email address is, you can also find the link to find more information on how to join the memberships for the channel if you are looking for additional content. Hello, how's it going, Shane? I hope you're having a good day. We're going to start off with the Beginner's Tarot. Let's see what else we've got. Page of Swords, King of Wands, and the Two of Wands in reverse. So whoever you are, whatever your gender may be, if this reading resonates, you are the King of Wands energy. This is saying that there's something that you are eyeing with excitement. You feel like this would be a good situation for you. I do think this is romantic. I do feel like there is communication that you get or is ongoing that gives you hope with this person. This person treats me the way I want to be treated. This person seems to consider my feelings. This person is different from what I'm used to dealing with. So you have this new love. Things are exciting, but I feel like it's reached the point where you are starting to determine, okay, are you wearing a mask or is this really who you are? There are patterns of someone being considerate and genuine with you that you are picking up on. And therefore, that's why there's this excitement. This is someone who's feeling the same. They really do think that things are going well for you too, as well as you do. But there's someone from your past. This Two of Wands in the reverse is the energy that you no longer are interested in terms of romance. And this is somebody that wants to reach out to you. And the message is pretty loud and clear. Do not reconnect or do not meet up with. Do not flirt with this energy from your past, because they could endanger whether or not you have the future you are excited about with this new love. So make a choice. Do you want to stay in that old energy and get back with the ex and forget the new love? Or do you want to focus on the new love? I mean, real talk, you could also just choose to focus on yourself, tell everyone to pound sand. But this is indicating to me that you really like this new person. So we have the Fool in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. There's something so, it's like a breeze on a hot day. This person who you are starting to catch feelings for, you may initially have read them the wrong way. You may have initially felt like this was not a good connection. You may have thought that the first date didn't go well, or maybe you put this person in the friend zone and then you realized you had an interest in them. But there's something here about like a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of an obstacle, and then all of a sudden there's a different perspective and you see this person as actually aligning very closely with the things you're looking for. Hello, Brewer Kings. How's it going? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, Selena. How are you doing? So fast movement indicates or kind of aligns with this engagement card. This person's serious about you. They are captivated, intrigued. They didn't expect you to be as awesome as you are. And I think you're approaching things getting serious, right? So maybe you are about to be exclusive. If you're exclusive, this person may be about to ask you to move in, or they might want to literally get engaged. This is somebody who feels like they have found what they're looking for in you. And you're about to get communication from someone that you know is not as decisive or does not align with what you're looking for. There is some kind of like subdued or less obnoxious, obsessive energy here, which to me feels like, one day, several years ago or several months ago, I maybe was distraught and felt like you were the only person that I could envision myself being with. But now I see things differently because I've been honest with myself about how you treated me and how I deserved better. We have 2 9s in the reverse, and the number 9 therefore could be important for you. I think in particular, this is saying like you've reached the end of your rope, because 10s are about completion. We also have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I know I couldn't be in a serious relationship with you. I know you wouldn't be able to treat me the way that I want to be treated. So I don't really see any reason to reconnect with you, or I don't think that you would be able to make me happy. This is why we're not talking, right? This is the Cats Rule the Earth. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Hello, DeMarco. How are you? Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Yep, that's what I thought. You're going to get 2 offers in succession, like right in a row. And the universe is like, we're watching you. You said that you learned from this, that you didn't want to get back with this ex. And you also told us that you wanted A, B, C, D, E. And that's what this person is. So like, you going to get with that person that you manifested, or you're going to like get caught back up with the ex? Because I love how they do the 2 of Pentacles. The fact that they look identical makes me so happy. This is saying someone's going to try to make you an offer that looks as good as the offer from the new person, but it isn't as good as the new person. I know this because the 9 of Cups is in the reverse. If it were in the upright, then that would mean this person from your past was actually making you the offer that you've always wanted. 8 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. I just want you to walk away from what you've currently been interested in. I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to make it seem like what I want is what you want. But really what I'm doing is making sure that you stop investing elsewhere with somebody else. I can't believe that you would even entertain falling in love with somebody else when clearly I'm your soulmate. So we might have somebody who's a little possessive. They can't understand how you would choose someone else. They feel like you two are soulmates, and I don't think you feel that way. Or you're at the point where you understand, maybe it would have worked if you had worked on your healing, the Star. But since you did not, and I did, I'm going to move forward with somebody else, the Fool. I'm ready for a new chapter because I gave you the opportunity to fix what you needed to fix, and you chose not to. Don't put that on me. This is an acknowledgement that someone refused to work on what they needed to. That's why you pivoted. That's why you were entertaining falling in love with somebody else. This isn't just like a trip. Oops. Gosh, I can't believe I fell in love. How did that happen? No, you did choose to let somebody go. The thing is, they still feel like they can get you back. Five of Cups and Strength. They are hopeful that you have not fully let go, that you still, in your heart of hearts, want them to give you a happy life, or ask you to move in, or marry you. But they're using that as opposed to offering that. Do you know what I'm saying? I'll let you think that this is what I'm like actually pursuing. But if I were to ask you to marry me, it would be like a 9-year engagement. Or if I'm asking you to move in, it's going to be like, well, you know, at the end of my lease, which is, you know, it's almost another year. It's like there's a hang up here. There's a trick. Their main goal is don't be hanging out with this new person. I can't believe you would go in and like actually get to know somebody. Like, how could you? So again, you're getting communication from somebody that I feel you're probably no contact with, or you haven't heard from in a long time. And their main goal is to make sure you're not going to get too serious with this new person. So what can I do? What kind of trouble can I cause? What kind of promises can I make to ruin what you started with somebody else? All right, this is the signs. You guys, that was the worst one I've ever done. Holy buckets. Well, I don't think I can use these cards right now. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. I think it broke. There's like pieces of rock down here. Okay, wow. So the deck is called Signs of the Times. And I'm pretty sure that was saying you really need to like remember what this person did from your past. Sorry, guys. Are your earballs okay? Hello, Lemonade. Hello, Fishy Top Top. Oh, I'm good. I just feel bad in case I hurt anybody's ears. Sorry. Hello, Using Intrigue. Hello, Renee. How are you doing? Yeah, thank you for asking, because the toes could have been damaged in that, but no, they're good. They're good. It wouldn't be a, live stream without me dropping something. All right, this is the character oracle. I feel like this is going to be energy from your ex, but let's see. Educator and Magician. This is somebody who is smarter than people give them credit for. They have helped others learn things. They may be seen as a mentor. They may have even been your guide or your teacher or your mentor. This is someone who does have an understanding of manifestation. But unfortunately, I do think that this person, despite being very wise, has a habit of altering things, seeing things the way they want, making others see what they want them to see. They are an illusionist. What about the new person? Hey, daughter of Saturn, how are you doing? Yeah, it's true. So this new person is nervous. They're nervous that there's something else that might distract you or result in things not working for the two of you. And I do feel like they may still be, in some ways, healing from a betrayal from their past, someone who should have been loyal to them in a difficult time and was not. They may be a little bit more tuned in with regards to whether or not somebody is reliable, consistent, loyal. We've got hunter, stalker of prey, aim, strategy, pursuit, and survival. This new person is somebody who's very astute in terms of observation. They are very smart. So you've got two people that are relatively intelligent, okay? And they're interested in you and they use that intelligence differently. One is the new person's more protective, right? I use my intuition, I use my intelligence to make sure that I don't run into another situation where I feel betrayed. The other person, the X, is more likely to use their intelligence in order to deceive or create an illusion. They like to build like future worlds in their mind, but that doesn't mean that they're actually going to do what it takes to get there, right? All right, let's get some Lenormand. What else do we have? Oh, yeah, okay. We already had the engagement card come out. Now we have the ring from the Lenormand, which is number 25, and the bear, number 15. You might literally be getting two major love offers in quick succession, and you're going to have to use your intuition. I mean, I could tell you right now, it's the new person that you can rely on. The old person, not necessarily older than you, or older of the two, but the person from your past is still dealing with some of the same issues as they were before. They just don't want you to move on. Oh, they know about your new person. Of course they do. Oh, you guys, I forgot a card. The heart. They know you're falling in love with someone else. Your ex. So we've got the woman and the man, number 28 and number 29. The sun, which talks about enlightenment, knowledge, wisdom. And we know these people are smart, right? And then we've got the heart. I don't want you to fall in love with somebody else, so I've got to find a way to get you back or get you thinking about me again. What if I offer you what you want? Then will you keep thinking about me? Then will you tell the new person to walk away? Have I said hello to Laura? Hello. 3 of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Swords and Death in the reverse. I feel like your spirit guides are saying, don't you dare give up on that new person just because some old tired ex comes back around trying to peddle the same old BS. Nope, nope, nope. So you have an unexpected decision. Something you thought was over apparently isn't over, at least not according to your ex. Oh, no. I've wanted you this whole time. You know better. Page of Cups in the reverse. They're going through it emotionally right now because they think you are going to choose someone else, because they think you're going to get the treatment you should have gotten from them, from this new person. 4 of Wands. They feel like you're headed for marriage. 4 of Pentacles. So how can I keep you? How can I distract you from this new love so you don't get the relationship that you're looking for, because I'm not ready to let you go yet. So this person could be traveling to see you with the world. I do feel like this is about travel, or they're asking if you want to go on a trip with them, perhaps. But this is someone making an offer, Ace of Pentacles, but 10 of Pentacles in the reverse indicates it is absolutely not a long-term offer. They're going to make it seem like that. I want you to be mine. I want to be yours. I want us back together. But they're not going to do anything official. They're not going to take the actions they're supposed to in order to like back up their plan. Whereas the new person shows that when they say something, they mean it. Justice in the reverse, 10 of Cups in the reverse, 9 of Swords in the reverse. Don't give this person a second thought, because the first read you have on the situation is, what? No, there's no way. Like, you literally aren't capable. Really? That's what you're trying to do? You know that this person isn't ready for a relationship. You know that there's more healing that they have avoided or that they need to take on. And yet there is this one little voice in your head that's like, but do you want to see if they're being honest? Nope. I can smell it from here. It's a lie. I don't even know where you are. This person is creating an illusion, spinning some sort of web of lies, because they want you to feel convinced that they are finally able to pursue you or be with you in a meaningful way. But it's more about competition for this person than anything else. They do not want to lose. What else do we have? This is the truth is. Yeah. Well, it's just got real. We've been having a lot of twin flame readings lately, and if you're not dealing with a twin flame journey, this may still resonate for you, because you got an ex that just will not leave you alone. But for many of you, this is a twin flame dynamic where you have been doing the healing, and your counterpart or the person who is your twin flame has not been doing the healing that they needed to, or at least not been keeping up with it. They want to come back around and keep you involved in that cycle and make sure that you're not interested in this new person. They see your new love as the third party, but the reality is they're the third party because your interest lies with the new person. Being in a twin flame dynamic does not mean that that is the only person you could be happy with. Hey. Break. So I do feel like there was some little hiccup already with this new person, and it ended up bringing you actually closer together. And that helps you to kind of solidify your interest in this person. You see how they handle conflict. You see how they handle rejection. You see how they handle some sort of difficult circumstance, and it draws you closer together. But it's like somebody wants to kind of create a wedge out of that. You see things differently. You like different music. I don't know. They want to point out the differences between you and this new person and exacerbate or like exaggerate them. They want to also make it seem like they have worked on the things they needed to, when I don't think that they have. So a little bit of a desire to create a false hope, right? I want you to feel like our relationship is worth it, so I'm going to make it seem like I've done all the things that you asked me to do. Hey, third eye, how's it going? Patience. Yeah, you've definitely had to wait. You've kissed a few frogs. But now you've found somebody that really does make you feel peaceful or at ease. I think you trust this person, and that's not an easy thing to acquire. but there's a person who's making a trip or showing up randomly because they don't want you to move on. Rest and rejuvenation. Angel of love. Think about the effect of the person you're dealing with on your mood and your energy. This will help you make your decision. I think you already know it's time to release the ex. But for those moments where you're tempted, for those moments where you're like, well, maybe they really did get it together and I should give them a chance, you look at it and you think about, what impact does that person have on my mood? Do they make me feel good about myself? Do they make me feel like I have to question where I stand with them? You know where you stand with the new person, and that twin flame or that ex individual keeps you guessing, puts you in a place where you don't feel like you can count on things, and they do that on purpose. Would they ever tell you that? Probably not. They keep you in that situation so that they don't have to give you as much of themselves as you might think otherwise. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else do we have? The Tower, number 19, and the Moon, number 32. I think your ex is working with a friend to make a plan to come to see you. They're strategizing how to approach you in the best possible way and keep things kind of secretive from you, right? How do I put my best foot forward when my best foot is actually like awful, right? This is somebody who's saying, okay, it's like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I'm going to rent a car so I seem more successful. I'm going to say I work for you or work for this company when I don't. I'm going to say all of these things have changed, but I'm actually keeping a secret what's been going on. I just want you to think things are better because I don't want you to move in with or get engaged or get married to anybody else. You're mine. Yeah, they feel like you're about to play house with somebody. They feel like they're about to lose you for good. This is the Situations deck. What else? Soulmate, Escapade, and Crickets. The thing is, the ex would make a full court press or make a ton of effort at the outset, trying to get you to choose them over this new love. And then it would fall back into the pattern of either no contact or not putting in the effort that you deserve to see, not wanting to work on things in your relationship, not being reliable. They would fall into these old patterns. They just want to show you like a glimmer of hope, but they haven't actually made concrete changes. Again, I think they know you're seeing someone else, and they know that there is a countdown at this point until you are considering some serious connection or becoming exclusive with this person. We have settlement and children, young, childhood, playful. This playful energy is what they feel like they need to leverage in order to convince you to leave this new love behind. But I think when you assess the situation, when you think about how you feel with both of these individuals, the new person is like a better sense of playful energy because it isn't like balanced with unreliable energy. You still have good times with this person. So that playful energy seems more playful because it isn't an escape from the disappointments and betrayals, right? I think we've got your new love contemplating living situations, contemplating whether or not you'd want to get married. So this person from your past, your ex, is going to try to seduce you, try to win you over with some physical intimacy. I don't think that's the right approach. Yeah, you do you. Let's see. This is the Tarot of the Nile. What else do we have? Eight of Pentacles. Judgment. You've worked to let go of this person from your past. Your energy has improved, or your life has improved, because you realized that you deserved better than what this person was offering. You realized this person lied to you, and you know your worth. Nine of Swords in the reverse. The new person doesn't make you feel anxious. This is someone who's a clear communicator. They have already shown that they prioritize you, whereas this ex, it's like they don't want you to know who they talk to. They don't want you to know who they're close to. They certainly wouldn't want you to know what's going on their cell phone. I feel like the new person is much more open with you about their connections. And when they say that's a friend, you can trust that they're being honest, right? The King of Swords in the reverse, this person from your past, they've never been fully honest with you about who they associate with or without clothing on, right? What else do we have? Knight of Swords, Justice, and the Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, your spirit guides are going to be so mad at you if you get back with this person from your past, because they have not been healed. They have not done the work. They're just trying to create some illusion here. So follow your instincts, follow your intuition. You know that this new person has treated you better, and this person from your past is just going to try to pretend that they're not that same energy, but they are. This is the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Twin Flame and the Past Life card certainly indicates to me that this ex, there's something very unique, difficult to understand about this connection. You may feel kind of crazy when you talk to people about this love, because you can't really explain why you are so drawn to them. They can't explain why they're so drawn to you. It's because you might have known each other in a past life. Or it could be that someone's reminded of a person that got away, and that's why there's such an obsession or a link here. But your ex is starting to realize it might be hopeless. You might have actually discovered that they are not serious about treating you right. They may have an inner knowing that you're connecting to somebody else. They may have felt it if you did a cord cutting. Your boundaries are not something that is, they know once you put boundaries in place, you're not kidding. They feel like you really might be done with them at this point, but they're still fantasizing about a life with you. So if I can make it seem like that fantasy is actually possible, then maybe you'll accept my offer and forget this new person. Don't you dare. They're lying. This is the Hidden Truth. else do we need to know? I want to make amends. I still feel the pain. I daydream about a life with you. You let me down. They're going to try to blame you for something. Your intellect arouses me. And I admire you. They're going to try to love bomb you. They don't want you to know what's really been going on. They don't want you to know what they have failed to address. They don't want you to know who they're currently dealing with. All they want is for you to stop talking to this new person, and they'll do whatever they need to get you to choose them instead of the new person. So you know what to do. You know, if somebody tells you you can't do something, that's the thing that you have to do, right? Yeah. Well, I think that might be the only tactic they have, Lemonade. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Remember, you deserve to be with somebody who respects and loves you consistently, like over a long period of time, right? Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you to my members, and I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.